Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to do a 15-minute full body Pilates flow. All you need is yourself and a mat, and let's get started. Separate your feet hip-width apart, cactus your arms, and then draw your elbows back, open your chest, then round forward. Just limbering through the spine here, creating space between the shoulder blades, and really getting that big stretch across the chest. Bring your arms by your side. Let's draw some circles backwards here, mobilizing through that full shoulder joint. And then go ahead, take it in the other direction. Now step your legs hip-width apart, slight turn out in the toes, and drive your body weight through your heels. We're gonna start with some squats here. So send your arms up, hips behind you, come up tall, squeeze into the glutes at the top. Really bring your awareness into your heels here. And I like to imagine I'm trying to close a door with my bum, just to really get my hips behind me. Okay, on this next one, sit low into your squat and let's pulse it out. So taking little squats here. Again, weight is driven through your heels. Keep your chest lifted. Almost there. Let's come up tall. All right. Let's come to a seated position on our mats. And then you're going to lean yourself back and balance onto your forearms here. So knees are bent on your forearms. Lift your knees into a tabletop position and tap one toe at a time down to the mat. Beginning to feel the core switch on here. Now I want you to keep a neutral spine, keep your chest lifted. This work should not be dumping into your lower back at all here, so really keep that core engaged, nice long spine. All right, extend your legs long, open to a V, close back in, then bend back to tabletop. So we're taking this little combo here. Again, tabletop, extend the legs, open hip width apart, close, bend back to tabletop. Keeping that nice strong core. If you want to challenge yourself further, you can send your legs a little bit lower, closer to the mat, as long as you can keep that core engaged. Okay, let's drop the knees side to side now. So very gentle windshield wiper motion of the hips. We're getting into a little bit of rotation. If you need to shuffle your elbows forward or backward to find a bit more support, do what you need to do. We're just trying to keep that work all in the core here. All right, last one. Let's go ahead, hug our knees to chest and take a little breather. Maybe draw some circles with the hips if that feels good. And then extend your legs long, squeeze your legs together and flex your feet. Press your hips to the mat, reach your arms up overhead and curl off for our full roll up. Reaching long over the toes, and slowly articulate your spine back down, one vertebra at a time. So again, tuck your chin to chest and pull your waist back as you reach forward. We're really trying to keep the C curve of the spine here. Squeeze the legs together. Try to avoid using momentum to get up. Use the strength of your core. As you roll back down, see if you can find the bottom 3 or 4 vertebrae above your tailbone into the mat individually. Now go ahead, roll up nice and tall to a seated position, and then widen your legs the width of the mat. Bring your arms to shoulder height, nice and wide, sit up tall, and then dive your left pinky finger towards your right pinky toe. So we're taking our saw here, finding a deep rotation, and then reach that arm towards the opposite foot. Every time you come back through center, I want you to think about growing tall from the spine. So really reset here. It might feel a little tight in the hips. That's normal. Beautiful job. Doing some nice work for the spine here. All right, last one. All right, go ahead, sit yourself up and bring your knees to a 90-degree angle here. Hands come just behind the knees. Round your spine back and open your arms to a hug position. Then open the right arm up, twist your spine, and then we'll go to the left side. So again, coming into this rotation, keeping our arms lifted, starting to warm up through the shoulders. Keeping that gentle C curve of the spine. Try to keep those elbows lifted so shoulders are starting to fire up here. All right, we are almost there. Let's go ahead, bring your hands behind you and walk your feet in a bit closer towards your bum. Lift yourself up into a tabletop position, then bend your elbows, bring your hips back to the floor. Now you should feel your glutes engage at that top range of motion, so a little squeeze at the top, but our triceps are also switching on here. Depending on how much tricep engagement you want to get and your shoulder flexibility, you can walk your hands a little bit further away or a little bit closer towards your body. I'd recommend starting with your palms beneath your shoulders here. Now let's go ahead, roll ourselves back so spine is flat against the mat, knees stay bent to the 90-degree, and then walk your feet in towards your hips. Slowly roll your hips into the air, find a bridge, and articulate the spine back down. This movement, I want you to take it nice and slow. We're really focusing on that spinal articulation. So rib cage, middle vertebra, then to tailbone. Keep your palms and shoulders firmly grounded into the mat. And on this next one, keep your hips lifted. Lift your right knee to a tabletop position, step it back down, and then take it to the other side. Now in this little marching position, I want you to focus on keeping your hips square. So as best you can, try to keep that left and right hip bone aligned. Keep the hips stable, lifted in that same start position. Almost there. And then roll your spine back down one vertebra at a time. Hug your knees to chest, take a little breather. When you're ready, roll yourself up. We're coming into a side lying position. So I want you to come down to your right side. You're gonna come to your right forearm and stack your knees on top of each other, and then extend your left leg long. Reach your left arm long on top of your leg, and then press yourself up to a lifted position, lifting that leg, reaching that arm up overhead. So we're getting into the hips, the glutes, and the obliques here. Try to find the control and coordination. So each time you lift, that's when that arm comes overhead, and as you come back down, the arm meets the top leg. Now stay lifted and crunch elbow to knee. Try to keep the hips stable here as best as you can, and really reach the fingers and toes long each time. Now keep that leg lifted. We're gonna pulse it up here to finish. We won't be here long, stay with me. So strong, almost there. And then bend your knee back down. Let's take a little stretch. So keep your legs swept over to the left side and then reach your right arm up and over, getting into that nice mermaid stretch here. Breathe some space into that right rib cage. And then sweep your arms over, take it to the other side. Okay, let's roll to a 4-point kneeling position next. So hands beneath your shoulders, knees beneath your hips, and start with a cat-cow. Arching your back, shine your chest forward, and then round your spine. All right, on this next one, go ahead, walk your hands forward and step your feet back to find a full plank position. We're gonna start going from a plank to a down dog position, just stepping our feet back and then pressing forward, trying to get the blood flowing through the body here, finding this nice dynamic movement, getting into the shoulders. When you find your down dog, send your belly back towards your thighs and get those heels as close to the mat as you can. If they stay lifted, that is okay. Each time you press to your plank, bring your hips back in line. Now hold into your plank. And then lift your left leg, tap the toes down, and then lift the right. Just alternating the legs here. Again, lots of hip stability in this workout. We're trying to keep them as strong and stable as possible, feeling that work through the glutes as well. Whew, come down to your knees, press back to a child's pose. Quick breather here. Walk your hands to the left side of the mat, stack your right hand on top of left. And then walk your hands over to the right side of the mat and step your left hand on top of right. Okay, let's roll onto our left side now and take that side lying on the other side. So on your left forearm, stack your knees, extend your right leg and reach your right arm long, and then press up into that side plank lifted position. So arm reaches overhead as you reach that leg up nice and long, finding the coordination in the movement as you lift and lower. Keep that elbow stacked beneath your shoulder. And then stay lifted on this next one. Crunch elbow to knee and reach the toes and fingers long. Trying to stay strong and lifted. I know that bottom glute is firing up here. Just a few more. And then keep that leg lifted on this next one. We're gonna pulse it up to finish. We won't be here long. Stay strong. Bring that leg back down and let's take our mermaid stretch. Right arm plants next to the shins. Lift that left arm up and over, breathing space into the left side. And then we'll sweep it over, take it to the other side. All right, let's go ahead and roll onto our backs now. Bring your knees into your chest. And then come to a tabletop position with those legs and stack your hands behind your head, elbows wide. Now, twist and lift your chest. We're going right armpit to left knee and extend the right leg long. This is like a bicycle crunch, but I want you to keep the chest open, elbows wide. So really lift and twist the chest off the mat. last few here, stay strong. And then rest back down and hug your knees to your chest. Place your right hand on your right ankle, left hand on your right knee. Extend your left leg long and then pull the shin to chest. We'll go for our single leg stretch here. Pressing your shin up and out into your hands each time. Keep the elbows wide, chest stays open. Really hug that shin in every rep. Rest back down. Draw some circles with the hips. And then roll yourself up to a seated position. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees open to a butterfly stretch. You can wiggle the knees here or bow your head over your toes, whatever feels good to deepen that stretch in your own body. And then I want you to roll on to a 4-point kneeling. Send your right knee out long, left leg behind you, getting that nice runner's lunge stretch here. You should feel that stretch across the front of the left hip. And then press yourself back, getting that stretch across the back of the right hamstring. Let's take it straight to the other side, left leg forward into that lunge. Now getting that nice stretch across the right hip. And then press yourself back, keeping that left leg extended, flex the foot, stretch across the back of the left thigh. And that is us all done. Thank you so much for joining.